Good morning, everyone. This is Lisa Listen with LisaListen.com and the blog Are You My Cousin? It's Tuesday, so it's time for another Tuesday's genealogy tip. And today I want to give you a couple tips about collecting your oral history from relatives who are away. So collecting your oral history long distance. Now this actually came about because recently a friend of mine who is a non-genealogist called me. She was a little concerned and disturbed because someone who had been researching her family's history contacted her and was telling her things and had a lot of information about her family and her parents, and she just really wasn't comfortable, and he was asking for her to confirm this information. Now, she did not know this person. This was the first contact she'd had with this person, and so she was very concerned and really gave no information out and ended the phone call. Now, I don't know all the details behind that. I don't know perhaps what his intentions were, but it brings up the question that as genealogists, how do we make contact and how do we gather information from living relatives who were perhaps much more distant in the family tree, people we don't necessarily know. And we want them to be comfortable with our questions, and we want to be, our intentions are good, and we want them to know that. So how do you do that? How do you make contact and gather that oral history, that family history, from a long ways away or from just someone you've never met? Well, one of the things that I have done and has been very successful for me is to actually use snail mail. Yes, I use snail mail. When I know who I would like to talk with, I actually write them a note card. Explain who I am, my relationship, and how we fit in. I try to use common ancestors, people we might know together, as a way of introduction. I also typically include a card. Now, this is not necessarily my business card. Sometimes I do that, but I actually have a little business card that is just my personal genealogy card that talks about, that has my name, it has a link to my blog, it has the family names, surnames that I research, and I include that because I want this person, the one I'm looking to get information from, I want them to be comfortable with who I am, and I want them to be comfortable with my intentions, that I am on the up and up and I'm not out trying to scam anyone. Now, I typically do that, and in my note card, I do tell them that I will be calling them in a few days or within a week or so to follow up with them. And so 9 times out of 10, actually 100% of the time, now that I think about it, when I have done that, when I have placed that phone call, I get a very positive response. In fact, one of my favorite responses when I placed my phone call, my cousin, who was quite a bit older, she picked the phone. When I introduced myself, she said, "I have been waiting for your phone call. I have so much to tell you." Now, I don't think I would have had that response had I just called her on the telephone and said, "I'm Lisa Listen, and I want to know about your family." I just don't think that would have gone over quite so well. So make that contact. Let them know who you are. Don't rush it, don't push it, and let them be comfortable with what you're doing. I think that's the most important thing, is that we want them to understand that, we're serious about what we're doing as genealogists. We are on the up and up, and we want to respect their privacy as well, though, and respect their comfort level with what we're doing. And if the answer is no, well, guys, the answer is no, and we need to respect that too, and just move on. So there you have it, guys. Snail mail might be your best tool sometimes instead of all our wonderful technology that we have. Give that a try, and I expect you're going to have really good results. Have a great day, guys. Bye.